Welcome in, everybody, to a Friday night. We are live. We are doing a 2021 Dodgers simulation. The big news, Trevor Bauer heading to LA. So we are rocking for LA. We are doing a blackout tonight for the Dodgers and this 2021 season simulation. We are going to just give you the ground rules. We're going to take the team as it is. We're going to simulate 162 games. We might make some moves at the trading deadline. That's why it's important. Anybody who's here live might lean on you for some moves, but we got to keep it realistic because we're trying to get some kind of feel for, exactly what a season with this team will look like, right? We want to get a good feel for, does this team as it constitutes right now, are they going to win 100 games? Are they going to win the World Series? Not going to do anything crazy. If we do anything, it is going to be a realistic kind of move. And there are going to probably be a lot of questions in the chat about, Trevor Bauer or the Marcell Ozuna deal. I will say that we're going to focus on this until we're done, and then I'll probably get into maybe some of that other stuff if we have some time towards the end. But I do want to keep this focus towards the Dodgers, keep this focus towards a 2021 realistic simulation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move some things around, and we're going to get this up. We're going to be using Baseball Mogul. I know you've got the show. I know you've got Out of the Park Baseball. There's a lot of different platforms to do a simulation on, but I'm a fan of Baseball Mogul. I've been using Baseball Mogul for a very long time. I feel like it is a very user-friendly way to try to do something like this. So we're going to do this. We're going to see how far we can do a Dodger season. How far can they get? We have done the Blue Jays. William, thank you for coming in. Yes, it is a good day for the Braves fans. And William, I owe you a Braves simulation. I have not forgotten about you. So that is with this Ozuna deal. I think in the next couple of days, keep your eyes out. We might get that Braves season simulation done for a 2021 team. So what we got to do first, we got to make the big move. So let's go into the free agents. We have to go and get him, Trevor Bauer. We have to go get this deal done. We have to sign him. Let's make it happen. Sign Trevor Bauer. 2 years, $13 million. Yes. Obviously, the dollars are not going to match what's going on in real life, but we are going to bring Trevor Bauer on board. We're doing just one season. So sign Trevor Bauer. Done. Rachel Luba looks different these days. All right, let's get the rotation set. So let's take it the rotation, everybody. We've got Bauer. We need to bring him up and get him in here. I think we're going to, we know we're going to move him into the rotation. So let's put him up there, and we're going to put him at the number 3 spot. So there's Trevor Bauer at number 3. We are going to, I want to keep Dustin May up here. I'm trying to think about how we're going to do this. Let's do this. Let's go to Dustin May. We're going to make a 13 out of 26 situation for pitchers. We're going to carry an extra pitcher, which means we'll have one less bat, but that's all right. So that's the rotation. Let's put Kershaw at the top. Kershaw, Buehler, Bauer, Price, and Urias, but we are ready to go to Dustin May or Tony Gonsolin if need be. And then as far as the lineup goes, we got Betts, Seager, Muncy, Bellinger, Will Smith, Gavin Lux is the second baseman, Pollock in left, Rios at third with McKinstry, Beatty, Taylor, and Barnes coming off the bench. We're doing this without Justin Turner. We don't know if Justin Turner is going to be back. By the time some people see this, Justin Turner could be there. So just at the time that we're recording this, there is no Justin Turner on the Dodgers. So let's see how this goes without him. We are going to go 1 month at a time. We're going to see how this goes, and let's see what this 2021 roster can look like. Let's get to opening day. Let's get through spring training. Let's simulate a month and see how we do. We don't need to worry about that. We've got a 15-12 start. Second place. I got to think it's going to be better than that. 15-12 start. Look at Trevor Bauer. He's 2-3, but a 2.25 ERA. Trevor Bauer is looking good out of the gate. The pitching's been great. Urias has let us down. The bullpen has let us down, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Cody Bellinger's killing it. Let's keep things rolling. So April's in the books, and it's 15-12. Or we got 2 games left, I should say. Let's make it so all this is clean. Let's simulate a couple days and get really get the month over with. So that way, all right, so we're 17-13 heading into May 1st. Let's see what we get. Let's go to the end of May. All right. Keep it going. There's a nice little run there. Nice run. All right, so 33-25, a 16-12 May, waiting for things to click. Definitely waiting for things to click. We have some injuries that we got to deal with. Dustin May's coming up. Urias got hurt. That's going to happen. Trevor Bauer getting hurt. So we have to make some moves there. Let's move. We got May Price. Urias is out. So we're going to move Gonsolin up. R.I.P. Julio Urias. Brusdar Graterol's been good, but we're going to keep him there. And again, we got to get Trevor Bauer out. Let's go and bring – who are we going to bring up? Let's bring Dennis Santana up. Okay. So we got to get on a run here. We need a run with this Dodger team. All right? We're not doing this. We might – for real, we might seriously run this back because there's no way. If they're a 500 team, we're going to run this back. We'll do a best out of 3. We haven't had to do that yet, but there's no way. All right, let's go amateur draft. All right, here's how we're going to do the amateur draft. We are going to simulate the day because we are not doing the amateur draft. We're going to let that roll. All right, so the computer is going to draft a whole bunch of creative players that nobody's ever heard of. Only does 6 or 7 rounds, so we'll be done with this in 2 seconds. Boom, done. Back to it. This has got to pick up. I worry about some injuries causing a problem here. Corey Seager is hurt now. Come on, man. This is not how it's supposed to go. We're going to have to watch this. Listen, injury-riddled seasons can happen, so we're going to have to watch this. Let's move some things around here. All right. All right, we got to get hot. Come on, let's go. That's better. 8-2 to start the month of June. Dude, we got some injury problems here. Let's get this right. We got to fix that injury problem here. We got David Price going down for a month. We've got Trevor Bauer out for 3 more weeks. We're going to bring up Graterol can't go. Dennis Santana does have that endurance, so we're going to move Santana into the rotation. David Price is going to miss a month. It happens, right? I'm going to pick the best guy here to come up. Let's go with Floro and see how that goes. All right, let's roll. Let's do another week. This has been a very good June. 13-4 in the month. Santana's hurt now. The injuries are killing us. Let's see. We've still got another couple weeks till Bauer's back. 15 days till Bauer's back. If they can maintain this until Bauer gets back, that's big. And again, we lost Seager. That hurts. Let's make some moves here. Let's call up Keibert Ruiz. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. We got to stay hot. Even with the injuries, the team has been good. 18-5 in the month of June. This is looking more like it. 20-8 in June. 20 games over 500. So a much better go. We have a Kelly injury to worry about. Let's get Ferguson. We've got Trevor Bauer back. So let's get Bauer up here. We're going to move some things around, send Floro back down. So we're getting healthy. We're getting Bauer back. That's big. Will Smith is out. Jeez. Barnes. This is the injury riddle. We did not have this problem in any of the other streams. We will get Seager back for the playoffs. That's good. I'm just going to grab a random name to fill the roster there. We will get Seager back for the playoffs. That's important. Yes, Papa, welcome. Yes, we need some good luck. Anybody that can give us some good luck. Let's go a week. Let's hope the Dodgers can keep it going. It's going to be big having Bauer back. You know, we see Trevor Bauer there with a 2.44 ERA. So that is big. We lost Urias for the season. That hurt. We lost Will Smith for the season, but it is next man up. That's how this goes. Gavin Lux is doing all right. Rios is doing all right. We got to worry about too many lefties in a row here. So we're going to move some things around to try to prevent that problem. All right, so there's the lineup now. Let's keep it going. How many home runs? Yo, Cody Bellinger has 33 home runs. He's in 349. Woof, that's big. Let's keep it going. We are getting close to the trading deadline. Like I said, we'll make some trades. They're going to have to be realistic trades, but we will make some trades. All right, let's go to the trading deadline. All right, tied with the Padres. I mean, that's what's going to happen, right? Let's look at the standings. The Padres and the Dodgers are both 66 and 44. That's going to happen, right? We know this. We know this. So let's look and see how things are going. How is everybody feeling? Right now, look at the rotation. The rotation's been great. Kershaw, Buehler, Bauer, all with an ERA in the low threes, all pitching well. Gonsolin's been great. May's been great. We've talked about it on the channel many times. The Bauer deal sets them up to deal with injuries, right? We lost Urias to an injury. That was a problem. So that's been good. Kenley Jansen's been solid in the bullpen. Maybe that's unrealistic. Cody Bellinger's been great. Gavin Lux has been nice. Edwin Rios would like that batting average up a little bit, but we're working on that. Maybe we need to make a trade for a third baseman. I'm not really happy with what Rios has been doing. I'm not happy one bit here. We lost Will Smith, so there have been some injuries, but this team is deep enough, and we have been able to get over it. Let's check on the Blue Jays. I have a question on how the Blue Jays are doing. The Blue Jays are running away with it. 71 and 38. Okay, there you go. Blue Jays fans, this is going well for you. We got to get the Dodgers up, though. That's what we're trying to do. We're not going to make a move for the pitching. The pitching is solid. The only thing I'm thinking about is a third baseman because I don't like what Rios is doing, and I don't like how shallow the bench is now with some of the injuries. Now, we got Seager back in about 2 months, so we'll get Seager back just in time for the playoffs. Let's see. Let's go look at some teams that are in a bad way, and maybe we can make a trade. What about who's got a third baseman that we might be interested in grabbing? Minnesota, it hasn't worked out for Minnesota. Kansas City. Maikel Franco, he's having a good season. I think that would be realistic, right? It's not exciting what's happening. Look at the National League East is doing exactly what we figured the National League East is going to do. They're beating up on each other. 3 teams above 500. The Nats are right there. A good week, and the Nats are above 500. Miami, third baseman. You got Brian Anderson. I don't think that's not realistic. Brian Anderson to the Dodgers is not realistic. What about Cincinnati? Suarez. Let's see. You got Suarez. You've also got, I think this would be more realistic, Mike Moustakas, and he can play third base. It's another lefty, but I kind of feel like that's the move. What do you guys think? Trade for Chris Bryant. We got a lot of Chris Bryant. The Cubs are 48 and 61. Like I said, you guys in the chat, I'm going to lean on you, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go get Chris Bryant from the Cubs. That is the move that we're going to do. So let's go get the trade screen up. We got to change some things first. Hold on a minute. Let me get to – all right, let's get to the right team, and we're going to do the trade. We are going to bring Chris Bryant to the Dodgers. We're going to make this move because we got to get over on the Padres. The Padres are neck and neck with us. Rios hasn't been good enough. Wondering about Rios' stats. 227, 15 homers. The homers are nice, but a 227 average and a 291 on base. That's a problem. The on base is killing us. So we are going to try to get this done. Chris Bryant. Now, we got to give something realistic back. I think we're going to have to dig into, I think we're going to do Cody Hosey. And I think we're going to do not Josiah Gray. Not Josiah Gray. We're going to do we got to give him something decent. Let's go no. All right, so we're going to go Hosey, and we're going to go let's give him a pitching prospect. Let's do that. I think that gets it done. So we're going to do that deal, and we're going to bring Kris Bryant to the Dodgers. We got to give up Hosey to do it, but it's Hosey and a pitching prospect, 2 prospects for Kris Bryant, and that's going to give us a real shot because we're going to have Seager back soon. So that's a big move. So let's get Kris Bryant into third base. We're going to move him up. That's really going to help things out here because we need some help. Gavin Lux has been fine, but that's at a full season right now. Austin, there are going to be some names. There are going to be some names that are off just a little bit. All of this is from me trying to update some stuff. So there will be a little bit of inconsistency, but for the most part, this is going to be legit. Swap Jordan Sheffield for any prospect really at this point. But we are without Will Smith. We got Corey Seager back. I think that this is looking good. Now we got a nice righty situation going on, and David Price is back. We're going to get David Price up here, but here's the thing: who's he going to go? Who are we going to put David Price in for? Look at the rotation. I'm not taking Gonsolin out. I'm not taking May out. The bullpen, are we going to stick him in the bullpen? Graterol, Ferguson. For now, David Price is going to hang out. At AAA. We're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep him down there. So that's our move. Let's go. We're gonna get into August now and see if we can make a run and get past the Padres. We are a couple weeks away from Seager being back. We've got a series with the Padres at the end of the month. So let's get to that. That's going to be big. And we've got a nice little stretch of games here heading into this. All right, so we got this set with the Padres right here. Looks like Trevor Bauer's hurt again. We got Trevor Bauer down. That's going to be Price back up. Unfortunately, we got Trevor Bauer down for a month. Not good. I mean, this team is tracking to win 100 games. If we can get through this series here, let's go. We're going to go one game at a time with this Padres series. Let's see. We got Snell against Price. They got us. All right. Clevenger's playing. Clevenger against Gonsolin. Dodgers win. Lamet against May. And the Padres get that one. Okay, so the Padres took 2 of those. We're 2 games back. We got to be looking good for the wild card, though. Yeah, we're looking good for the wild card. We want to stay up above Atlanta. All right, let's keep going. We got Diamondbacks and Brewers. Let's get some wins. We got 1 win. And we got White Sox and Diamondbacks. We need Seager back, guys. We need Seager back. We need to get it going here. We're missing Trevor Bauer right now, guys. We are missing Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer's out for another week. Look at that. We got 3 games against the Padres at the end here. That's a nice run. We needed to rip off those wins. So we got a nice 7-game winning streak heading to the road. Win Seager back. Seager's not back until the season's literally over. Bauer will be back for his next start. So we're going to move Bauer back in for Price. So we're going to have that. So Bauer will be ready for that Padres series at the end. Here we go. We're 4 games back. Take out the Rockies. Good. Another one against the Rockies. Good. Now we go to Buehler. We're at the last week. There you go. We sweep the Rockies. So Dodgers sweep the Rockies. 3 games back, and we're facing the Padres. How about that? Are we set to make the playoffs? I think we're good. We'll have a wild card game. Don't want a wild card game, though. It's Bauer and Snell. How great would that be? IRL, in real life, Bauer and Snell in this situation. Could you imagine the hype behind this? All right, here we go. Is the lineup good? Is everybody healthy? I don't want this thing messed up. Look at Bellinger's season. 49 homers, 129 RBI. Kris Bryant, since he came over, is playing better. .313. His batting average is up. Slugging and on base is about even, but he is hitting better in this lineup. Look at Max Muncy's season. Ooh, that's big. All right. And we get Seager back in 2 days. So Seager will be back for the final game of this set. Let's hope it means something. Here we go. 2-0. Padres win. Gonsolin. There we go. All right, but still 3 games back. We got May against Lamet. Again, we have Seager back for this game. So let's get Corey Seager back in here. Seager for Taylor. So that's going to improve things greatly. That's going to move. We're gonna have a tricky situation now with our lefty, righty, lefty. But it is what it is. I'm going to go Betts, Muncy, Bryant. No, we're going to go Muncy, Bellinger, Bryant, Seager. Seager fifth just sounds insane to me. All right, here we go. So let's do it. Do we need this to lock in the wild card? All right, we're looking good. Let's go. Come on, let's just do it so we feel good heading into this thing. And now what's important, we got May going, so we're going to have Kershaw ready for that playoff game. All right, the Dodgers got us, but we got the Braves. All right, here's where it all comes to a head, folks. This thing could be over, boom, like that, or we could actually have something here. Really want to get past the Braves. Looking at everything, it's going to be Kershaw going. Price is not going to be a part of this roster for this game. We got the best lineup we could have. Seager just back from injury. So anybody that's just checking in right now, what's going on? We had Seager hurt for half the season. We've had Bauer. Bauer has actually missed 2 months of the season due to injury. So this has been a tough one. The Dodgers are still 96-66 with those problems, with Trevor Bauer being hurt and with Corey Seager being hurt. So let's see what we got. Can they get over this Braves team? It is going to be Mike Soroka. So I'm going to stack up on the lefties. Make sure that, we're going to move Bryant down. We're going to get Seager up. Let's switch Seager and Muncy. Try to get that pop there. And then Bryant and then the righties. Do we need another lefty in there? I think we're good. Let's see. What was his splits against righties? 261 with 15 homers against righties. So Rios did well against righties. What's Chris Bryant been against righties? He's been fine, 283, 373, and 432. So Bryant has been okay. I really wish we had Will Smith. Keibert Ruiz, though. Maybe we slide Keibert Ruiz into that catching spot. Give us another lefty bat over Barnes. Let's do that. We're going to give Ruiz in there. So here we go. We got to get a big one against the Braves. Here we go. I hate to do it this way. We're just gonna do it and hope, folks. This is a coin flip. Come on. No. 8-5. All right, I'll pull up the box score. Braves got 3 in the top of the 10th. Look at that. The Dodgers fought back 7th, 8th, and 9th. I know this is not what you wanted to see. This is a 96-66. The Braves got them in the playoffs, and in that wild card game. That really disappoints me. The Braves get it done, 96-66. That is the official stream for this situation. Now, let's see. Started for the Dodgers. We've got Betts, Seager, Bellinger. I mean, we had the crew out there. That's just tough. I'm bummed out about that. Let's see. Kershaw in that game. 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 Ks, gave up 4 runs. They fought back, and it just didn't work out. So there we go. That's that. That is the official stream. That is the official simulation for the Dodgers. Here this went a little bit quicker than I thought it was going to. So let's do something that I haven't done for the other ones just to see. We're going to do, and now these other ones are going to be quick. I'm basically going to simulate the season. We're going to do a best out of 3. Haven't done this for anybody else, but we're going to do a best out of 3. So the Dodgers go down to the Braves. I'm not going to make any moves. I'm not going to do anything for those other 2. We are basically just going to run it back, and we're going to do a best out of 3, and we're going to see what happens. I haven't done that for anybody else. We're going to do that for this one. So let's get the Dodgers open again. Don't save it. We're going to open the Dodgers back up. The only thing we got to do is we have to add, let's see here. We have to add Trevor Bauer, which we're going to do. And then we're just going to run it. All right. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to do this 2 times, and we're going to take a best out of 3. All right. So Bauer is in. Again, I'm just going to do a set all. There they are. Same thing over here. I like how this looks, though. I'm not going to mess with this. Let's just roll and see what happens. Play until the playoffs. Let's just see what happens. Again, this is sort of the unofficial part of it. The official one, you saw it. Braves, it was tough. Bellinger had a monster year. Muncy had a monster year. Bauer got hurt. We had injury problems. I want to see what happens if there's no injury problems. I think we're having the same problem. I think we're having injuries. Buehler's down. Let's do this too real quick. I do need to make sure we get all of this right. Okay, go. Let's see what happens here down the stretch. This is going to be, we're going to do this 2 times, and we're going to see what we get, because this one a little bit quicker. The other 2 that we did went like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So this one took some time. Getting through the draft. Draft is done. Go. Let's see what happens. This is a 100-win team, right? You know, I've adjusted some things. You know, these simulations can be unpredictable. It is, they got to get hot. Getting hot in July, but still so far back. Whew. This one is not going well. Any Dodger haters will love to see this. Let's see. Yuck. That's not going to happen. All right, that's 2. We're going to do one more. Let's see. Don't save it. Run it back. The first one was fine. They battled injuries. Let's do, again, let's get Bauer. You know, I could have tweaked with this and just jacked everybody up, made everybody 99s, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted, the goal is to keep this thing authentic. Done with that. And let's go make sure that we have everything set. Maybe this is setting us back. Let's get to opening day. And then I want to make sure the budget's right, because injuries are causing a problem. No, man, let's get 1 game done. What's happening with this budget? Well, the problem is this. Let's get this medical staff jacked up so we don't have any injuries. It's killing us. All right. And let's go. We're just going to roll it again, go to the playoffs. Let's see if we have a different result. This simulation is tough to get. Go. Come on. It's not happening again. It is not happening again. The first one was the best one. So, that's the way it is. I'll have to put that in the description. Anybody that hangs out and catching the replay of this, don't bother with don't bother with those 2 quick sims at the end, because this is just not working. Now, they are closer. They're 8 games back with this crummy record. 5 games back, 4 games back. So the whole thing isn't working. The whole West is kind of down. 8, 7, 6, 5. Just watching how many games back. 10 games back, it's falling apart now. They're too far away. Crazy. Worked out fine with the Mets. Worked out fine with the Jays. Again, that first one was fine. Just we had injuries. Yeah, there it goes, man. So that's crazy. The first one was the one. That was it. We had a nice season from the Dodgers. It just didn't work out. So that is it. So anybody that is here after checking out just the simulation, that is going to put a wrap on this Dodgers sim. They go 96 and 66. They fight injuries the whole way. Seager goes down for half the season. Bauer misses a couple months. Price misses some time. Smith goes down. These things happen. These things happen. They still went 96 and 66. It's just the Padres were 2 games better. And that's what the Padres are set up for, right? That's what the Padres are set up for, is to capitalize on that. They did, and that's how it goes. So that was a fun one. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna, if you're here for that is over. I'll hang out with the chat for a few minutes, probably 5 or so more minutes. We'll just talk about what's happened today. But anybody that is here for just the Dodger Sim, that is it. If you hung out for the last 5 minutes and watched those two gross quick sims, sorry. That 96 and 66 wild card loss actually turned out to be the best one. But we had some injuries. That's going to happen. So I appreciate you checking that out. Stay close for other videos. Other simulations are coming up. And now I'm going to hang out with the chat for a few minutes and see what's going on. So welcome everybody that is here. William, Kyle, La Savage Gamer, Moses, Papa, welcome in everybody to the chat. We're just going to hang out. Yeah, this that Ozuna deal, I think it makes all the sense. I think somebody asked me earlier, like what was my gut on what would happen. Let me flip this around now that we're not really just all Dodgers here. I feel like that whole thing with Ozuna made sense because the Rays were in if it was a 1-year deal, right? The Rays were in on a 1-year situation. He gets the 4-year deal from the Braves, and the Braves stay competitive. I think they needed to do that. They would have missed that bat, right? So they had to do it. Liam, welcome in. How are you on this Friday evening? It is 11 in the East. We're going to hang out for a few more minutes. Mets in the Arrieta, JBJ, Marwin. I wouldn't do any of that, quite honestly. Vintage skills. I would go make a trade. I would go get a trade done, call up the Reds, get Eugenio Suarez, and get Sonny Gray. Like, don't mess around. JBJ, it's another lefty outfielder. I don't think they want that. Arrieta is past his prime. I wouldn't mess around with any of that. Raptors get a win tonight. I checked in on that because I saw you tweeting about that, Kyle. Let's go Dodgers, Mark. We just finished up the simulations. This will be there will be a replay of this once I'm done. So you want to check that out. We did do a simulation. We had some injuries. We had to deal with, but that's going to happen on these things. Rocky, love the pro. Hey, thank you for anybody who saw the Instagram last couple days, kind of feeding off that Bauer thing. We had the Baywatch Photoshop thing, and then today we had that SOS please sign deserted island thing. We're going to have to sacrifice the week. Luckily, we didn't have to do that because we got the deal. What do you guys think? I mean, I haven't been on to talk with you guys. What do you think about this Bauer thing? What an ultimate spin around job that he pulled on the Mets today. And when you watch that video, because I watched that video, that was a shock to me. Really, it looked like his produced video. You got Mets and you got Dodgers. He's got a Mets jersey. He's got a Dodgers jersey. He's got all this stuff. I really don't think he knew what he was going to do until, maybe 2 hours before the announcement was made. I was shocked. I want to know what you guys think about that because that was crazy. Liam wondering if Taijuan Walker to the deal or Paxton. I'd like him to get both. I was talking with the guys from Blue Jays today. They'll have a video up soon, so you want to keep an eye out for that. And we were talking about that specifically. I want them to, whatever they do, I want them to be able to get 2 pitchers. I think they need 2 pitchers. Great day for the Dodgers. Take care, Art. Yes, it was a great day. Bauer used the Mets for leverage. 100%. Mets Nation, it was hurtful. I really do think he used you guys. I don't know, man. I think he used you guys. And I still maintain that Nightingale tweet a week ago, not the one from last night, from a week ago, talking about the Mets getting a record AAV, was intended to get somebody's offer up. And that might have got the Dodgers offer up. I still think I believe that. So that was crazy. I mean, it all looked like it was going Mets, right? There was all this stuff leaking out, like the signed Mets hat. You had a whole bunch of indicators that it was going to be Mets. Liam, yes, Paxton and Walker would be great. I'd love that. Odorizzi and Paxton, like between Paxton, Odorizzi, and Walker, I'd love for them to get 2 of those guys, or make a trade and go get Sonny Gray, go get Kyle Hendricks. Now the Blue Jays are, if they're building a team to make a playoff run, right? With Springer and Simeon and Yates. So now you see what your competition is going to be if you make the World Series with what the Dodgers did. So you gotta go. Like you gotta push. Like all the heavy lifting is done. Okay, that's great, but that was a week ago. That was before Trevor Bauer ran to the Dodgers. KD, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate your respect from Blue Jays Nation. Thank you for your content. No problem. No problem, KD. Thank you for the super chat. You'll see the Blue Jays content. You hear me now. You see me now. I cover everything. I love baseball in general, but my team is the Jays, so there will always be some extra content for the Blue Jays. So thank you for that super chat, and for sure there will be more Jays content. I'm still kind of figuring out, formulating my plan for during the season. I'm thinking about doing some post-game shows. I'm thinking about doing just something. I want to do something. I've been talking to a couple of the media guys and ex-media guys with the Blue Jays about coming on and doing something. So, I effort a little bit more when it comes to Blue Jays stuff. Yeah, I think the Jays will be busy. I agree. They got to start making some phone calls. This Bauer thing, I'm really hoping it frees up that logjam. I think there were a lot of players and teams that were waiting for Bauer to sign to see how much he signed for to figure that out. Liam, have a good evening, buddy. Woody, Phillies fan, and the bullpen sucks. Yeah, the Phillies will be competitive. Bauer not going to the Mets helps the Phillies, right? Like, that's good. You got to feel happy that's going out west. That's for sure. You got to wonder maybe what do the Mets do next, because the Mets, they missed out on Springer. They missed out on Bauer. We know they were trying to make a run at DJ LeMahieu. I feel bad for the Mets. They brought in Francisco Lindor and they got McCann early, and they made some good moves, but now it feels like they've been left at the altar by a couple guys. Am I going to do content on the Papa League? Are you talking about the fantasy baseball league? What I think we'll do for the fantasy baseball league is there will be, when we do the Tuesday night nightcaps, because my plan right now is to still do the nightcaps on Tuesday nights. Like, that's going to be a different show. Like, we got 2 guests this Tuesday. Like, I'm going to sort of morph that thing into less of me just going for 2 hours and more of me and other guests. So I really hope to sort of morph that thing and turn that thing into like a version of, the Tonight Show. You'll hear me for 15 minutes with an opening monologue, talking about what's going on, giving my takes and all that stuff. And then we're going to get some guests in, and then we'll circle back to my thoughts and all that stuff. But I'm going to turn that into something. So the Tuesdays are going to try to keep that going, and we'll have an update on the Fantasy Baseball League when we do the Tuesday night shows. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure. This is a fun day. Ultimately, it was a fun day. I was totally gassed by the time the Ozuna thing happened. Plus, I was recording with the guys from Blue Jays today, so I couldn't do anything for Ozuna. Maybe I'll do something. I might just talk about it on Tuesday. Give my thoughts on that on Tuesday. I'm sure there'll be a bunch more moves. There'll be a lot to talk about on Tuesday. Maybe I'll do something over the weekend. I really don't know. We'll see. Frank about sports, rants about the bet. I bet that is probably pretty good. I haven't had the opportunity but to go back and watch some of the reaction videos from some of the Mets fans, I am going to be doing that. Once I get off here, I'm going to put Disney Plus on. I'm going to watch some WandaVision. And I think maybe after that, I'll check out and see how some of the Mets handled this whole signing. Jim, why are you a Blue Jays fan? Are you in DC? I am in the DC area, but we moved here like 12 years ago. I'm from upstate New York, way upstate New York. The Blue Jays were the closest team. So I just the games were on. I think it was CTV. Anybody remember CTV? Is that still a thing? I don't remember. Now I'm down here. We obviously wouldn't get that. But back when the Jays were on CTV in the early 90s and the 80s, so the games were on. So there's a whole long. My dad took me to a game, and I was a kid, so the team was blue. That played a big role, and my dad was there to root for the Orioles. I kind of flipped on him, rooted for the other team, which was Toronto. So all the ingredients for a 7-year-old to become a favorite team. CTV is still a thing. Okay, cool. CTV. Yeah, who remembers when CTV had those games? That I can't remember the broadcasters' names, but that was I kind of grew up listening to those guys. CTV is still there. Yeah. I just wasn't sure if it had been rebranded or changed at all. TSN, yeah, TSN has the Jays now. Yep. I watched the games on MLB's, network, MLB's, team package. End up watching all of the games that way. So yeah, I mean, it's good. Bigger threat to the Dodgers in the National League Braves or Padres. It's the Padres because they're going to see the Padres more. They'll see the Padres all year long. Jays on CBC sounded like the hockey commentators. Yeah. Yeah. CBC. Was it CBC or CTV? Now I can't remember which one it was. But it was back in the early 90s, the 90s, and then when they left CBC or CTV, like then I didn't have it anymore. That was the only Canadian TV station we had in upstate New York. I mean, I was way up there. We were I think a half hour from Kingston, so we were really close. CBC, there you go. So that's how the whole Blue Jay thing happened. But it's going to be Good Friday night. I hope you guys are all having a good Friday night after a big baseball day. What a great day for baseball, and I really think there should be a lot more coming soon. So if we're at 40 minutes for this thing, that's kind of where I want to keep it. We got some extra time to chat because that got done quicker than I anticipated. Again, if you check out the Blue Jays one, it went over a half hour. The Mets one, I don't know why those went longer, but they did. But if you like these, we'll keep doing more. William, I owe you an Atlanta one. Toronto, Atlanta, 11. Yes, maybe. We gotta get this COVID thing done. I got 2 little kids, and there's just too much that if I go away, I could bring back. I'm kind of waiting, but that'd be awesome. But I know, William, I owe you one. We've got the Blue Jays, we got the Mets. We did the What If Griffey Never Left Mariners career sim. So if you like these, we're gonna do a whole little series of these, and I've got a playlist on the main page. So who's better, Miami or Cleveland? Probably Cleveland, but it's close. That's actually pretty close. Anyway, we're at 42. Guys, thank you guys for hopping in. It's cool to just have a casual chat with you guys. I think maybe we'll do this more. Maybe a lot of the times when I do the streams, I keep it focused on all the content because I want to bring a lot of eyeballs in, but maybe I'll just do like an underground, shoot the crap kind of thing with you guys. Maybe we'll pick a day and we'll just, shoot it and not really have anything to talk about. We'll just talk. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to wrap this up. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I hope you guys have an awesome Friday evening and a great weekend. I'll be recording the Fantasy Baseball Pod tomorrow, so I might not be on tomorrow. But listen, if something breaks, we'll be back, and you can always catch me on Twitter all the time. So thank you guys. Have an awesome Friday night. Enjoy your weekends, and go Jays. Let's hope we get some good news, some good happenings. Good night, everybody. Again, enjoy the rest of your Friday, and we'll talk again soon. Have a good one, guys.